It was one game Sunday evening that I circled.
Mm-hmm.
Timberwolves versus Celtics. Ask me why did I circle this game? It was because last year, I don't know if you remember or not, but the Wolves at the beginning of the season were going on a run. Nobody really was taking them serious until they played the Boston Celtics. And we seen, oh, Ant really is one of them ones. And it looked
Mm-hmm.
it very good. And they beat the Celtics. Another one of these 16 losses. So I circled it this year because they done made the Julius Randle trade. No more cat. This is a good test to see how good y'all really are against a team that's not going to lose a lot of games in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
So, moral of the story is that shit ain't look good. I mean, they kind of made the game towards the end, but Ant was out there yelling at Randall,
Mm-hmm.
and it just is. I don't know. Do you think the Timberwolves messed with the roster too much over the years?
I mean, clearly they looking like they losing the cat trade. Cat's gonna be an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
Julius Randle, I don't know about that. So I mean, I think and Julius Randle and even Gobert even having some problems. You see, uh, Gobert in the lane asking for the ball. Julius Randle didn't get to him, so he gonna pout walking out of the lane, get a defensive 3 second, offensive 3 seconds, whatever, because he just was walking out the lane. They ain't come yelling at them both. Like I seen some decision from them already. I'm like, oh. So I mean, they mess with the roster? Yeah, they messed with the roster a little bit too much. And I know why they did it, to have some more flexibility going forward in the future. But when you got your guys, and like you ride with them and you say, hey, y'all figure it out and make something happen. Because we got the pieces. I believe in y'all, so let's make it happen.
Because my thing is, Chris, I think sometimes it just be like you keep making major changes. Y'all not making just little changes. Y'all making major
Mm-hmm.
changes. Because remember the first year when we known what we had in, and they had, that's when we had D'Lo, Patrick. I said we. That's when they had D'Lo, Patrick Beverly. They have Jared Vanderbilt. They had those
Mm-hmm.
guys. Even though they
Yeah.
made the major trade, they brought in Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened the next year? They got booted in the first round to the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
So at the next year after that, they had one full year with Gobert and Cat. They made it to the conference finals.
Yeah.
Then y'all hit refresh again. Got rid of Cat, brought in Julius Randle. They keep throwing away years, basically. Like you keep overhauling the roster. I think they just, because now y'all not
Yeah.
gonna be good enough this year to get back to no conference finals, because y'all throwing away another. How many years y'all gonna throw away? How many times y'all gonna make major changes?
Exactly. Like at some point, you need that chemistry. You need that cohesive group to continue throughout the years. Because look at the teams that are doing the best right now. Cleveland Cavaliers. How long has that core been together?
Yeah, about three,
Celtics.
4 years
How long
now.
has that core been together?
Yeah.
So now when you have stuff like going on like that, when you have that cohesive units together for a while, you'll get that chemistry going. You'll be able to work through things, and you'll get better as you continue throughout the years. I think in that situation where you have a Gobert, when you have a Cat, you have Anthony Edwards, you have Naz Reid, you have a lot of guys going for you. You can make that work. You already got to a conference finals. Run it
Run
back.
it back. Run
What
it
does
back.
it hurt? Run it back, and then if you don't like it, you can make something happen as far as getting rid of Gobert, getting rid of Cat, doing something after. But I say give it at least another year before you make this major move like that.
Facts. I
And then the
think
major move you made it for was for Julius Randle. So, I mean,
yeah,
he
who
wasn't
nobody
needed that
likes.
much. Like yeah. So, what were you saying?
It because they, I think they was having like ownership issues too, where like
True.
people was like saying, so it's like they probably having money issues, but it's just like, bro, you can't worry about that. Worry about the basketball and everything will fall into place.
Yeah.
How valuable was Golden State before the Curry era? Like nobody
Mm-hmm.
cared about Golden State like that. So I just think you do right towards the on court product and everything will fall into place. Y'all just made the
Yeah.
Western Conference Finals. Why would you mess with that? Just like when y'all first made the playoffs, and then y'all made a major trade, y'all barely snuck into the playoffs the next year,
Mm-hmm.
and then y'all got booted the first round. Then you made them another major trade. I just don't get it. But I do want to ask you this:
Okay.
Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels. I think because it's like I get it, Julius Randle not fitting in, but Julius Randle really wasn't that bad yesterday. It was Nas Reed, Jaden McDaniels went like 4 for 13, if I ain't mistaken. Um Nas Reed went. Let me get these numbers because I remember they was not looking good. Because look, Julius Randle was 7 for 15,
Mm-hmm.
23, 23, 6 and 2. You know, that's pretty solid for your second option. But Nas Reed, that boy went 2 for 9, 5 points. Jaden McDaniels went 4 for 13. He had 10 points. So they supposed to be the core next to Ant. It's supposed to be Ant, Nas Reed, Jaden McDaniels. That's your core who you're not getting
Mm-hmm.
rid of.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all went 6 for 24, 22, 6 for 22. That's they need to be better too.
I I remember there was a time where you was trying to get Cat and Anthony Edwards some help. And you said, let me look over in Portland and get Damian Lillard for him. And you included a guy in a trade in Jaden McDaniels. And boy, Timberwolf Nation got on your head for that.
That was crazy.
They said untouchable. 5 first-round picks. Nothing less.
Crazy, bro.
And see, the thing is, as young as he was, as lengthy as he was, athletic, whatever, he has not progressed. He has not grown into like the quote unquote full potential of being untouchable. He is very tradable at this point. He's not someone that I would cry if I lost off my team. You know, he has not fulfilled that offensive potential. He's not giving you that consistent scoring. He's great on defense. He can do some things playing off Ant, but you would need more from him in order to really live up to that. You just traded away Cat, so of course he's going to have to expand his role. Of course, Nas Reed is going to have to step up, which I think he has kind of and can, but he can definitely be better too.
I think Nas Reed, he's good. And he's damn near 13 points a game, 40, 50, 90 as a 6 man. But it's the
Mm-hmm.
big games. Like the big games, Nas Reed don't hardly show up for the big game. The Celtics
Mm-hmm.
game, that's when I need this Nas Reed to be 40, 50, 90 Nas Reed. Don't wait
Mm-hmm.
till y'all play the damn Jazz and give me 20 points. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's Nas Reed kind of don't have a track record of showing up in the big games. Just from what I've noticed, I ain't really looked into the numbers, but it seems like
Mm-hmm.
every time I got a circle Timberwolves game to watch, it's kind of like Nas Reed ain't being what the stats say he is. Jaden
Mm-hmm.
McDaniels ain't being, you know, and I don't know. It's just for them to be your other two main core pieces is damn near deemed untradeable. They have to be
Yeah.
better too.
Oh yeah. And the Timberwolves have talent. They have guys over there that can really be good for them. You know, like you have Dante DiVincenzo, you have a guy in Rob Dillingham who barely gets minutes, but he should probably play more. Give
And
you
they both
something
were
off the
pretty
bench.
good. And see,
Mm-hmm.
that's my thing, Chris. That's why I pointed out McDaniels and Nas Reed specifically. Everybody else was pretty good. Rob Dillingham, 6 for 10, 2 for 3 from three, 14 points. Dante DiVincenzo
Mm-hmm.
only took 8 shots, but he hit half of them, 3 threes, 11 points. Rudy Gobert, he had 10 points, 20 rebounds, and
Mm-hmm.
28 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Like I said, Julius Randle was 23, 6 and 2. That's
Yeah.
solid for everybody showed up except for the untouchable role players that's supposed to be the core pieces. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like you can trade Cat, you can bring in Julius Randle, but if Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels have to perform regardless of who they're. I don't care if you bring in Damian Lillard. I don't care if you bring. It don't matter who you bring in the per next to end. Your third and fourth guy, they got to do something too.
Yeah. And that's just yeah. They in order for the Timberwolves to get where they need to go, they have to have McDaniels and Nas Reed doing something and stepping up.
So
That's
if
just as simple as it is.
is Julius Randle a rental? And if so, what's next?
Gosh, man, I don't know if like you're keeping Julius Randle as a long-term guy. I think what is he in his contract year, or he's something like that. He is either in contract year or he's in a 1+1. So he's obviously going to want to get paid fairly soon, and that's part of the reason why I'm sure the Knicks moved him.
Make
I
sure
feel
it's
like
the last year on his deal.
Okay, yeah, so he's going to be wanting extension. I feel like this move was like, let's get Julius Randle. If he's cool, if he's great, he pairs next to Ant. We extend him. Great, we got our guy. We got our guy next to Ant, and we got off Cat's huge contract. If not, we move him. Try to move him when we can next year. Get whatever we can for him, and build from there, which is like the least ideal situation. I think they're gonna find out that they're not going to be able to contend like this. And they may have just traded their way into like that middle ground Armageddon situation. That no man's land. So
it's just, man, you can't waste this Ant season, bro, because Ant is shooting a lot of threes this year, but he's damn near 47% from the field, 43% from 42% from three.
Exactly.
It's like Ant still
Ant got in the lab and he worked on his now he's shooting threes like that to pair with his explosive athleticism. Like, come on, we gotta do something with that.
What are the odds of Ant leaving? You think Ant gonna want to leave Minnesota eventually, or do you think he's a one franchise type of guy?
Ooh, I do see like with the way Minnesota is going, you know, I think Ant wants to win. I think he wants to win no matter wants to win no matter what. I do think he values winning in Minnesota, but I think, you know, he because of his stardom, like who he is, he's been able to even build that brand, build that stardom even out of Minnesota. I don't think he necessarily puts too much value like, oh, I have to be in New York to build my brand and be a superstar or whatever. Like, I think he can do that in Minnesota, and he would want to win in Minnesota. I think he's going to get tired of not being able to contend after a point with Minnesota. And that's going to push him out somewhere eventually. I think, the thing is like Damian Lillard stayed for a long time. I don't think Ant would necessarily stay as long as Damian Lillard would stay without winning. I think if he's not winning after a while, he's going to be pushing to go somewhere.
I'm like, bro, y'all making too many changes. Y'all making too many changes. Every time it seems like we going in the right direction, y'all make a major change. And I can honestly see, like, if he becomes one of those superstars they want out, I'm gonna get it. Because it's like there's no consistency here from a roster perspective. Like we just said, the chemistry, there's no consistency on the roster. And it's like, you know, everybody leaving, why I can't leave? Shit.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I would never quit.